That's why I'm trying to make a better way. Whole new crib in a better place. Get my people out the hood, we'll see better days. Tell a fan sorry, y'all let them wait. Shit up there like a Saturday. Listen to me how I beat the speed up like a battle.
Yo, what up, guys? This is your boy Kofi with KO Sports Talk, back out with another KO Sports Hangout video. And I got my co-host here, Chuck Full Damage Miller, man.
And with these glasses on so they can recognize who I am. What up, what up, what up?
Y'all know who it is. Y'all know who it is. Chuck Full Damage Miller, the man, the myth, the legend, the number one sports fan in Chicago. Chuck Full Damage Miller.
Yes, sir. Welcome to KO Sports Talk out there. Those of you all that's tuning us in, I'm going to need y'all to go out here, like, comment, and subscribe. Go share this with your friends. Hit them notification bells so you can get the updates. So I don't have to keep sending this to everybody on my friend list or in my contacts.
Okay,
let's
guys.
Go, let them know what we're talking about today, bro.
Yeah, today, man, we're going to be talking about the Los Angeles Rams, Chicago Bears preview. And we're also going to be talking about the Week 4 pick'ems, just the Week 4 matchups, man. We got a whole lot to uncover. Yesterday, we just talked about, the Chicago Bears versus the Indianapolis Colts and the coaching staff, how the coaching staff need to get it right, who is to blame for that loss yesterday. And we also just talked about how the offense started to click down throughout the game. Caleb Williams, he started, getting
figuring it out. He started figuring it out.
Yeah, he started figuring it out, changing plays at the line of scrimmage, how he was able to, throw the ball downfield, as the game went on, and how he was able to get those 2 touchdowns, one to Cole Kmet and then one to Rome Odunze. But yeah, man, we got a lot to uncover, man. And I'm also going to be talking about looking at the Chicago Bears injury report. I think Keenan Allen, he may be cleared to play. I'm not too sure. But, yeah, Chuck, I just wanted to get your thoughts about this upcoming matchup and just so far with the Chicago Bears in this Week 4 matchup.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. This Week 4 matchup for me is a juicy matchup. Not because we've got an advantage and the Rams got all these receivers out. Okay, I'm lying. That is the reason why it's such a beautiful, juicy matchup. But, yeah, this is a get-right game, I believe, for the Bears. Vegas odds are starting to agree with me. They're showing the Bears at 2.5, almost 3-point favorites in this game. And I think that this is definitely a possible coming out party game for Caleb Williams. I do believe that it's going to be a coming out party game for Caleb Williams, because I do feel like that Caleb Williams started to figure it out in the 4th quarter of last week's game. He's been trying for almost 3 full games to do it the Caleb Williams way, and he's seen that it wasn't working. So what did he do? In the 4th quarter, with the Bears trailing and no scores once again on the offensive end from the offense, he started matriculating the ball. Chris Berman, we hear you. He started matriculating the ball down the field. What does matriculating mean? That means he started moving the ball down the field little by little. He started taking his time and taking what the defense was giving him. And when he did that, on the first drive, on the first scoring drive that he had in the 4th quarter, he accomplished that. He matriculated the ball down the field to the tune of 17 plays and ended up getting the results that he'd been looking for since he first started in Week 1. He had a touchdown pass to Rome Odunze. He then decided, that worked pretty well the first time. When the Bears got the ball back again on the offense, he said, let me try this again. And this time he matriculated the ball down the field. I want to say 10-play to 15-play drive. I can't remember what the number was. But when he got down there again, a touchdown pass
to Cole Kmet.
All of a sudden now, boom, lights are going on. Things are clicking. Everything's slowing down.
Starting to click.
Caleb Williams is starting to see. Caleb Williams is starting to see how it works in the NFL if you're running offense and if you're going to have a lethal offense. And I believe Caleb Williams is going to carry that over into this game. If he can take what he did in the fourth quarter of the last game and bring it from the first quarter on in this game, the Bears offense is going to take off. And I believe that. I said 3 touchdowns last week from Caleb Williams. He only gave me 2. People, I'm looking for 3 and a possible 4 this week against this Rams secondary. With the way Caleb loves to throw the bomb and with it and the way Marvin Harrison Jr. was flying down the field past him, I see absolutely no reason why, with his new knowledge of how to run an offense in the NFL, I see no reason why he can't light the Rams secondary up.
Yeah, especially with the injury that they're dealing with the Rams secondary and their O-line.
Yes, sir.
I think Caleb Williams is definitely going to take advantage of the Rams secondary because, like I said, they are dealing with some of their injuries as well, and of course, they're not going to have Cooper Kupp and Puka Nacua, and so I think with Matthew Stafford, I mean the Chicago Bears, they know who Matthew Stafford is.
Absolutely.
Matthew Stafford tends to sometimes to give the ball up, but I think
but don't underestimate Matthew Stafford now. I
won't underestimate him. I definitely won't underestimate him.
He's very crafty. He's very cunning, and he just showed you
good
that against and he has no quit in him, Cole. They just showed you that against the San Francisco 49ers, bro. They were down,
especially the Kyren Williams. Kyren Williams, the way he's been playing,
I
think he's going to be a big X factor with this defensive line. If they could figure out how to slow down Kyren Williams, because I think last week Kyren Williams was running all over the San Francisco 49ers.
Defense.
He
got it going. Mm-hmm.
He had him going, and like how many? 3 touchdowns?
3 touchdowns, 2 rushing, 1 passing, bro.
2 rushing, 1 passing. And so I think that's going to be a big X factor in us stopping Kyren Williams to slow down their rushing attack and also as well as their passing attack, because I think he's going to be big. And so I think if we slow him down per se, I think we might have a chance at beating them and allowing Matthew Stafford to kind of like air it out, like to force the ball out to allow our secondary, because our secondary, they're going to do their job. I mean, we got an elite secondary.
Absolutely.
We have Jalen Johnson, we got Tariq Stevenson. Those guys are going to do their job. It's just, what is the defensive line? Because we've also kind of struggled, a little bit with the run game. I mean, last week, I think we gave over 150 passing yards to the Indianapolis Colts. That's how Jonathan Taylor was able to just run over us. I think that's also one of the big reasons why I lost, was also just allowing Jonathan Taylor just to run all over us. And so our run defense, they're going to have to really step up and really take control of getting Kyren Williams under control, man.
Well, I contend, Coach, that the reason why we struggled in the run game against Jonathan Taylor wasn't because the defense was struggling or not containing him. We contained him for almost 3.5 quarters, bro. He really got going late third or early fourth quarter, bro. And that was because Caleb Williams and this offense was doing us no favors. They was doing this defense no favors, bro. As quick as they got stops, as quick as they got the ball turned over, as quick as they made defensive plays, as quick as they got interceptions, Caleb Williams and his offense was giving everything right back, bro. They were giving everything right back. It was 3 and outs and all kinds of crazy stuff, bro. And so, it's just one of those things where you gotta help your defense be great. You can't expect them to always carry you every step of the way. And what happened physically, they just got tired, bro. They got worn down. You know what I mean? And if you keep on giving the ball back, as soon as we give it to you, 3 and outs or a fumble, Caleb Williams, or an interception, or however they're giving it back, then eventually you're going to wear defense down, bro. That's the first. Incidentally, people, that's the first time. This is the first time of what, since I don't remember which week, but it's the first time in more than a calendar year that the Bears defense has given up more than 20 points in a game. That's the first time, people. It's been a long time.
It's been 8 games.
Right. Well, I think it was wasn't it? No, I think it was.
I think it was 8 games.
The last 8 of last season, and then the first 2 of this season. I want to say 10 games. Yeah, something like that, bro. But that's a long time for this defense to stand on his head and not give up 20 points. I have always contended, Kobe. It's always been my belief. If your defense keeps a team under 20 points of offensive production, you should win that game. There should never be a game where you
have a greater chance of winning. Yeah.
Right. There should never be a game where your team holds the other team under 20 points in scoring and you lose it, bro. That if I'm coaching, that's my motto, bro. That is what I'm living by. That's my creed. My defense did this. My offense owes it to the defense to win this game. We cannot lose that game if the defense is not giving up that many points, bro.
And I think, the coaching is definitely going to be big in this game. That's another key. The coaching. That's definitely
now that big. Scares me, Cove. That scares me.
The coaching.
Because if coaching is going to be big in this game, then advantage Sean McVay, bro. Advantage Sean McVay. Can't even argue.
We gotta call for what it is, man. Because we lost purely on coaching last week. You know, Shane Steichen, he coached up a good game. You know, even though Anthony Richardson played terribly, he was able.
I kind of agree with that, Coach, a little bit, but I'm not going to say we lost it purely on coaching.
I'm not saying purely on coaching. We pretty much shot ourselves in the foot. Like, they're giving us every opportunity. The Indianapolis Colts
from the goal line.
The Colts were giving us every opportunity to allow us to win that game.
Win the game, yeah, bro.
And we shot ourselves in the foot. Like, we literally beat ourselves.
Yeah, we did, bro. We did. But part of that is not just on coaching. Part of that is Caleb Williams, bro. Caleb Williams. Yeah. This is a part of the growing process, you know. Caleb Williams was going through his growing pains, and it's painful to watch. In childbearing, a mother goes through a lot of pain until the birth happens. What I believe happened in that fourth quarter was the birth. So, you know, we're not going to cry over spilt milk. We're 1-2. At this point in the season, I had us 2-1. But I'm okay with this. Lovie Smith always judged the team's progressions by quarters for the season. He always taught the Bears when he was here. He always taught the team to win every quarter. And every quarter meant that we have 16 games in the season. He judged every quarter of the season by 4 games. Every quarter was 4 games. So you got 4 quarters. So there was four games. 8 games, 12 games, 16 games. Lovie Smith says if we win the quarter, we win every quarter, then he means 500 or better, at least 2-2 or better. We'll go to the playoffs because we'll have a winning record.
I just wanted to react to Real Street Sports Talk as a Kofi. I never got your thoughts on the running back situation. What would you like to see moving forward? Well, first off, I would like to see Roschon Johnson being RB1, either Khalil Herbert or Roschon Johnson, preferably Roschon Johnson as my RB1, because we definitely need a bell cow back. And we could use DeAndre Swift in like a lot of screen back situations. Like if we need to run like certain screen plays, or if we him in the backfield, we could use them. Or in certain like key like third down on plays like 3rd and 2 or something where you can get like an open lane like to the right. But presumably I would use a Roschon Johnson as my run, because I mean, look, he's proven that, you know, he could be that bell cow type of running back that can get you those extra yards. I mean, look what he did. I mean, when he was given the opportunity, when he ran against the Indianapolis Colts, he was getting all those extra yards plus the yak yards. And so, I mean, I would definitely use Roschon Johnson moving forward as my RB1. And I hope Shane Waldron is watching this, because Shane Waldron, if you're watching a lot of these Bears content creator channels, don't use DeAndre Swift as our RB1. The guy, his vision, like, I don't know what's going on with his vision, but at times DeAndre Swift was like running behind Tevin Jenkins to the right, like he wasn't finding like open holes, man. And it's like, I don't know, man.
Well, if I could jump in and add to that, Coach, First off, let me say this. I think DeAndre Swift is getting a bad rap by Bears fans. What they are not accounting for, and this is always a stigma in Chicago, what they're not accounting for, Kof, is the horrendousness of this offensive line. This offensive line is doing nobody on this offense no favors, bro. That goes for Caleb Williams. That goes for DeAndre Swift. That goes for Khalil Herbert. That goes for whomever else you want to put there, Roschon Johnson. That go for everybody that's on this field that is an offensive weapon. That offensive line is atrocious, bro. And they're getting the brakes beat off of them, bro. And when you got that happening, you're not going to have a player like DeAndre Swift flying up and down the field, but that's just not going to happen, bro.
And Joe, that's coaching. He's not knowing this personnel. They're not understanding key personnel and understanding their assignments.
And let me say this, Coach. Coach, I'm glad you brought up that. That's a perfect segue for me. I'm glad you brought up the coaching thing. I really blame Matt Eberflus and Ryan Poles for Shane Waldron not understanding what he had available to him on this offense. There are new toys that came in here. Okay, that's fine. Shane Waldron has to learn who those toys are. He has to learn what to do with Keenan Allen and DeAndre Swift. And, he already had familiarity with Gerald Everett, so I understand him wanting to use him. But it is incumbent upon Matt Eberflus, or Matt Eberflus, as I love to call him. It's incumbent upon Matt Eberflus and Ryan Poles to inform this man of who the talent is that's previously already been on this team. Now, we know he's going to know about DJ Moore. DJ Moore had a banner year last year, so he's going to be the easy piece to figure out. But he's got to know that Cole Kmet is the second best receiving target on this team when he's going, bro. He's got to know that Roschon Johnson is a do-it-all, all-purpose back who can run physically and powerfully in between the tackles. He's great at blocking schemes. He can bounce out and catch the pass and take it long. This guy can do it all. Whatever you need him to do, this is what Roschon Johnson can do. He's got to know that Khalil Herbert can run in between the tackles. So this is really on Matt Eberflus, and it's really on Ryan Poles. Shane Waldron should not have had to come in here and figure out for 3 weeks who the players were that's on this team that he can use to go along with the new stuff that he got, bro. He shouldn't have had to figure that out, bro. He shouldn't.
And Matt Eberflus, he really should have been fired after that last season. When they got rid of Justin Fields, if they knew they were going to get rid of Justin Fields, you have to get rid of Matt Eberflus, because there are so many situations last year where it could have swung our way, where we could have been 7. Where we could have been 11-6 if we didn't blow those 4 games. And like, he's doing the same thing. Like, Matt Eberflus, to me, he's got to win these next 4 to 6 games, because if he doesn't, he got to go. Yeah. I'm sorry, he got to go. Matt Eberflus got to go.
I hear Tio. He said, I agree, but giving Swift $24 million is not looking good. I agree with these comments. Swift is not seeing the open lanes. Yes, but Swift is a scat back. He is a speedster. He needs an offensive line to create the lanes. He just needs to see who's blocking and get behind that blocker. And those big offensive linemen are supposed to open up lanes for that little guy. So we can blame Swift all we want to in this town, but this is a guy we just signed. He just came off a 1,000-yard season behind the Philadelphia Eagles offensive line. And if there is a downside to bringing Swift in here, if the downside is you took him out of an RPO situation in Philadelphia, where he was on the run pass option with Jalen Hurts, who is a running quarterback, and now you stuck him over here and removed the running quarterback out the situation, that being JF1, and you put Caleb Williams, a pass first type of quarterback, in the situation. That made DeAndre Swift have to be the bell cow type of running back, because when he goes to give a handoff, nobody's afraid of
Caleb Williams. My brother in the chat. What's up, bro? How you doing? That's my brother. How you
Nobody's
doing, man?
afraid of Caleb Williams running out here,
Yeah.
bro. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So
no
so
one's
now
afraid of
the keys are gonna now the defense is gonna key on DeAndre Swift. And if that offensive line is not doing their job, bro, that's gonna be a problem. So I don't agree with Bears fans ragging on this man 3 games into the season. This is an offense that does not have it figured out, and they're trying to figure it out on the fly, just like last year. Just like last year. New coach, new toys, same results right now.
Same
like
BS, man. And the fact, and also Chris Morgan. Chris Morgan doesn't help. I mean, look at all other offensive line who we had who played for the Bears. When they go to other teams, they play well. Lucas Patrick is playing well. He's serviceable. Look at Cody White here. He's serviceable with the Raiders. Look
Because
at James
they're coached
Daniels.
well.
He's playing
They're
really
getting-
well against with the Pittsburgh Steelers. Justin Fields is managing the game well. He's not causing any type of turnovers or whatnot. I'm like, I don't know, but it's
Darnell
like
Mooney's having a coming out party in Atlanta.
yeah, and I don't care, man. I'm gonna save Justin Fields. I know you could throw your drink up, man. I
Yeah,
don't
get
care,
your
bro.
drink glass ready, bro.
Get your drink glass ready, man. But I'm just saying, bro. Like, look at it comes down to the Chicago Bears organization. It's like if you're gonna have to go through the same situation, because we've already been through this same situation with John Fox. When John Fox had Mitch Trubisky, when they drafted Mitch Trubisky in 2017, John Fox had Mitch Trubisky 1 year, and then after 1 year, they fired John Fox, and then we bring in Matt Nagy in 2018.
Yes.
We bring in Matt Nagy in 2018. Matt Nagy ran Mitch Trubisky to the ground, and now Mitch Trubisky is the scapegoat. And then we draft Justin Fields. Okay, we have Justin Fields. We draft Justin Fields, and then we fire Matt Nagy 1 year, and then Justin Fields, he's got to be the scapegoat. We bring in a new head coach and Matt Eberflus, and then a new general manager and Ryan Poles, and it's the same situation. You know, we get rid of Justin Fields, and then you keep Matt Eberflus. Hopefully, it's not the same situation, but and then you draft.
It's
Caleb
a vicious
Williams.
cycle, bro. It's a vicious cycle,
man.
Over and over and over again. And the biggest problem here is what's always been the problem. Bears brass does not want to take accountability for botching up this team year in and year out. It's on them. It's not no player that
We've
you
been going through
drafted.
this for over 40 years, man. Like, seriously.
Bro, it's
When
not
is it
no
gonna
one
change?
player that you drafted. When the Bears draft, believe it or not, we draft very good players for the most part. Everywhere but on the offensive line. We just can't seem to get that part right. But defensively, we draft very good players. Even offensively, we draft great wide receivers. We didn't draft the Alshon Jeffries. We done brought in Brandon Marshall. We done had some guys over here, bro. You know what I mean? It's not like we have a slew of bums. We drafted Bernard Berrien, bro. You know what I mean? We have players. We brought in Devin Hester. You know, offensively, it's not always going to be.
Time.
Listen, it's not always the coach, and it ain't always the players. At some point, Bears brass, you got to accept some accountability. You got to accept some accountability. Ryan Poles messed this offensive lineup, bro. I'm telling you. What's your boy name?
You always got to build from the inside out, not from the outside in.
Pat, the designer, called it for what it was, bro. He yelled at the TV. He yelled at the podcast screen, at the camera, while he was watching the game Sunday. He said, Ryan Poles, stop picking offensive linemen that play like you play. And if anybody knows anything about Ryan Poles' career as an offensive lineman, he tried out for the Bears. He got down to the final cut, but he never made this team, bro. He's got an affinity for the underdog player when it comes to that offensive line. And I'm sorry, you don't win with underdog players on an offensive line in this league. That's the second most important position on any NFL team. The first one is your QB. The second one is your offensive line, bro. You're not going anywhere without them two positions shored up properly.
And it's like they always say, you always win from the trenches. You always win the game from the trenches. It's about a game of inches. And if you're not building the trenches correctly, you're going to set especially your rookie quarterback, you're going to set him up to fail, man. And Ryan Poles, he did a terrible job with this offensive line. If you knew you're gonna bring in Caleb Williams, you should have brought in a center. You should have brought in Connor Williams. You should have brought in a capable back that was going to complement Caleb Williams.
Jackson Powers Johnson. You could have drafted him. You could have drafted Jackson Powers Johnson.
Right.
And you could have brought some guys in here, man.
You could have, like you said, like I said, you fired. I've been saying this, after last season, after the last season ended, I'm like, we should have got Matt Eberflus, because Matt Eberflus does not know how to prepare these people for these games. It's like you get all these guys dropping passes. The first game, Keenan Allen dropped a touchdown pass. Then you have Rome Odunze dropping a touchdown pass. Then you have all these guys not knowing their blocking assignments, and then you're getting your quarterback killed. The last 3 games, Caleb Williams has been sacked 15 times, has been pressured more than 40 times. That's unacceptable, and that's on coaching. That's for Matt Eberflus keeping Chris Williams on staff and promoting him to a run game coordinator. That's on Matt Eberflus for not telling Shane Waldron the proper personnel to use, not telling him about Cole Kmet, not telling him about all these other receivers that was on the Chicago Bears staff, and not allowing them to learn how to catch the ball. I mean, I could go on and on, bro. Like
we got coaches that they got all out of position, bro. Like we got a guy who played running back. I believe he's coaching the DBs or something. If you're struggling in the running game and you need to get your running backs going, mayhap you want to have a running backs coach who actually ran the ball at one time. I'm just saying, bro. I'm just saying, we got this dude over here messing with the defense. Why? He was a former running back. Let him talk to the running backs. Let him help them with their field vision. Maybe he can help Swift see something. Maybe he can help him see the light at the end of the tunnel. I don't know. But come on, bro. Put players where they fit. And here's for the life of me, I was talking to T.O. about this earlier in the week. For the life of me, Coach, I don't understand why the Bears brass doesn't think to go and hire maybe some of these former Hall of Fame Pro Bowl caliber players that we once had on the team as coaches. Get Olin Kreutz for the O-line. This guy could teach it, man. He could teach every position.
Let him be your O-line coach. Let him replace Chris Morgan.
Bring me Brian Urlacher for my linebackers coach. What's wrong with Brian Urlacher there? You could get Peanut Tillman to go ahead and be an assistant for the cornerbacks, the secondary. He could teach him the peanut punch. Come on, bro. What are we doing? The tools are here to work with. We just need to work them, bro. We need to work them. And I don't think that the Bears made a mistake putting Swift in here. I just think they're not using him right, bro. Y'all don't tell me this dude went from a 1,000-yard season with Philadelphia to a complete bust in Chicago. I don't buy that. The dumbest play call I ever seen was that 4th and goal.
Oh, yeah, I remember.
1-yard line. That just doesn't make any sense to me. He said, Olin, what did he say? Olin,
yeah, somebody did offer him $15 an hour. I think it was, what's his name? George
McCaskey.
Yeah, George McCaskey offered him $15 an hour to be an online coach.
That's the reason why this organization will never win, bro. That's terrible. This dude is a Hall of Famer. How do you talk to that man like that? How do you talk to him like that? Olin Kreutz, listen to who we talking about. This was the most stout center in the game when he played. None better. And you're insulting that man's intelligence, talking about $15 an hour. That's why.
And you're gonna hire Chris Morgan, who's a trash O-line coach, but you're not gonna let pay Olin for what he's worth. Get out of here, man.
Horrible, bro. That's horrible. Wouldn't even give Brian Urlacher a final 1-year deal for $5 million, bro. Wouldn't give Brian Urlacher a final 1-year deal for $5 million when he didn't want to play for anybody else. Made this man have to leave town, and he went inside. Who he signed with Washington or somebody, but couldn't even play the season because his heart's so committed here in Chicago that he just ended up retiring from football, bro. Hall of Famer Brian Urlacher. Lack attack. Nobody, that number 54 is etched in stone forever in Chicago because of that man, bro. And you didn't want to, it's crazy. It's crazy. Virginia McCaskey, rest in peace.
You said rest in peace.
That's terrible, Kof. It's terrible.
It is.
All you got to do is bring these former players on and tell them to teach what they know, bro. And you got a Super Bowl caliber team starting this year if you bring these guys on. You don't want to do that. You don't want to do that. You want to go get shiny new toys. You want to delve into nepotism. You want to bring your relative in, your son's grandson's son over here and bringing them in. You want to do that. This is crazy, bro. This is lunacy. But that being said, I digress because I could go forever and a day on the Bears brass. This week,
so far,
no, I'm just gonna say this week, I believe we beat the Rams, bro. I believe we get back to 500. I believe Caleb Williams has a coming out party again. 3 touchdowns. I said it last week. He shorted me 1. I'm gonna say it again this week. Give me 3, Caleb. That's my hot take, people. Put your money on it.
Yeah, so far, according to some Bears updates, the Bears, have made a pair of moves at the tight end position on today. The Chicago Bears just announced they have signed Steven Carlson to the 53-man roster off the practice squad. Yeah, they signed him off. And then because
what do we need another tight end at, bro? Cole Kmet and Gerald Everett and Martellus Bennett, are they not good enough? Explain to me. Because I think these 3 tight ends are more than capable to do the job. You need Martellus Bennett to block, and he does that very well. He's like a 6th offensive lineman.
You mean what's his name?
Martellus Bennett. I'm saying
Mercedes Lewis.
You know what I'm trying to say. Mercedes Lewis, bro.
Martellus Bennett hasn't played in a while.
Right. So people, what I mean is Cole Kmet, Gerald Everett, and Mercedes Lewis. That's what I mean.
Yeah.
That's what I mean. But Mercedes Lewis is a more than capable blocking tight end. And he can catch occasionally. He can't run, but he can catch. Gerald Everett, if you put him in proper position, he becomes a dual threat along with Cole Kmet coming off of both edges of this line. You got to use these guys right. What are we doing? Shane Waldron already has done this in Seattle. Why is he not running it again? I don't understand that, bro. And I don't give two flying hells about. I don't give 2 flying hells about Caleb Williams not liking to throw to the tight end, bro. You in a new world. You're in a new league. It's time to do some new things, bro. You're gonna have to throw to the tight end. You gonna have to go on the center. You gonna have to get the snap and hand it off to the running back occasionally. That's gotta happen.
Yeah, they definitely couldn't because he's got to work on his blocking. I mean, sometimes he does whiff on certain plays. Of course, the last game, that critical 3rd down, it was 1st and 10. It was like a 3rd quarter. I think we all remember the strip sack that Caleb Williams was kind of getting into a rhythm, and then when they had those 2 tight ends set, they had Cole Kmet blocking Liatu Latu, and then Liatu went around him.
Oh wow, that's what we talking about. Wow.
Yeah. But but like I said, that definitely like what I said down to the coaching. The coaching has to prepare these players every single week. They got to prepare them before the game, and I think, and that's what Matt Eberflus got to do. This is going to be critical, man. Like I said, these next couple games is going to be critical, and if Matt Eberflus doesn't get his head out of his butt, I mean. We're going to have that conversation. We're going to have to put that fire under his butt, man.
You mean the same fire that we lit under his butt last year that they put out themselves, the Bears?
We're going to have to put a lot more pressure on this coaching staff and question Ryan Poles. Like, this is who you hired. This is who you was
your guy,
man.
Right.
This is your guy. You're the one that
credit for him, even though we know the organization brought him in and they made you say you hired him, you took credit for him. Now he's your guy officially.
Right.
Everybody out here
in McCaskey stand. He's a McCaskey stand.
Exactly. Everybody out here in KL Sports Talk land, remember this acronym. KY. You can see that. P. I have a P here. What does that mean? That KYP stands for Know Your Personnel. You got to know who you got on the field, Shane Waldron. And never mind what Matt Eberflus didn't teach you or didn't share with you and what Ryan Poles didn't share with you. At this point, bro, you have got to know who your players are. Cole Kmet is not a blocking tight end. He's never been a blocking tight end. Stop trying to make this guy be a blocking tight end. This guy is a great pass catching tight end. Send him down the field. Throw him the ball. That's what he's here for. He is not here for blocking. You want blocking? You got Mercedes Lewis. Joe Everett can chip in on that if you need him to. But you're not going to get that out of Cole Kmet. So asking him to block Latu is a waste of your time, bro. It's not going to work because that's not what he's good at, bro. He's not been brought here for that. This guy is the second best receiver on this team. I know nobody want to hear that because they see Keenan Allen.
Yes.
They see Roma Doomsday.
Cole Kmet is the second best receiver.
Cole Kmet is an anchor, and I'm telling you, that dude has gotten faster in the offseason. He's flying down his field, and he's got great hands when that ball comes his way, people. You got a dynamite weapon in Cole Kmet if you're passing him the ball. Don't put him in blocking situations. If he's going to chip, let him chip and then get out in space for a pass. That's the way you're going to use him in blocking, bro. You let him chip the edge. If you don't know what the chip is, that means while the man is getting blocked, he runs over and gives him a little nudge, hits him with a little chip shot, a little block of his own.
Give your quarterback a little extra time.
Right, to buy a little time for the quarterback and then goes out into space. That's what he does. Look, the Bears have all the pieces here, people. And there's not a piece that I don't think can work outside of Velus Jones and Braxton Jones and lazy Nate Davis.
Lazy Davis. We call him Lazy Davis over here.
Outside of those three, I really think we can make it work with the rest of this team, bro. There are enough players here to work with. Even Matt Pryor, bro, he impressed me once he got in the game, man. They set Lazy Davis down and put Matt Pryor in there, and Matt Pryor was holding his own, bro, on that offensive line. We need more of that, bro. We need more of that. I cannot wait until Kyron Amegaji starts to play, bro. I am itching. I'm salivating at the chops for this dude to get in. Because if this guy shows me that he can handle the position that they put him in on that offensive line, and if they're having to slide him over a little bit to the left, like all the way on the end, bye-bye Braxton Jones. That's all I got.
Braxton Jones.
That's all I got to say.
Tackle.
The Braxton Jones experiment is over. The Velus Jones experiment is over. It's time to let these dudes go. The Nate Davis experiment is over. Get rid of these dudes, bro. What are we doing? We need to win. We want to play winning football. We want to start doing that now.
We want to go to the playoffs. The goal is to get to the playoffs, man. That's the goal.
Bro, right now, my goal is just to get 10 wins. That's the only thing I want to see us do. Progression from last year. We had 7 last year. You claim we got a better quarterback and we got a better team with all of these new weapons and Caleb Williams back here. And you even shored up, quote unquote, the offensive line, so to speak. Show me that we're a better team than the 7-win team that I saw last year. I need to see that. I need to see it. I need to see 10 wins, bro. No less. And I think it still can happen with this team. I know it can. The pieces are here. I believe in Shane Waldron as an offensive coordinator. He just had to figure it out with what he was given. You know, he had to come off of the Caleb Williams train, thinking that he can make him come in, allow him to come in here and play like he did at USC, until he found out this is not USC, bro. This ain't college no more. We're not in the Pac-12, Pac-10, whatever they call it these days. We're not in any of that anymore, bro. This is the NFL. The creme de la creme of all football players are at this level on every team at every position. You got to come and play.
All right. So we could talk about the Bears game. What are your 3 keys to victory? The Bears, of course, they're going to be playing at home. It's going to be in Soldier Field. We're going to come back home finally. Okay. And the Bears are 2.5 favorites, 3-point favorites. The total is 40.5. But before we do that, Chuck, I want to talk about 3 keys to victory for the Chicago Bears. What the Chicago Bears has to do in order to beat this Rams team. I know we kind of talked a little bit about it, but I kind of want to reiterate, how we can beat the Rams.
Right. Real, it's real simple to me, bro. Number one, establish an effective run game. Run the ball. Show some commitment to the ground. It's not just enough to hand the ball off occasionally to DeAndre Swift or to give an occasional run play to Khalil Herbert or Roschon Johnson. You have to be effective in the ground game. So the first thing we got to do, establish the run. Even if we don't like the world on fire from the backfield, let the Rams know we are committed and dedicated to running this ball. Run it down their throat, run it early, run it often. The second phase of this, the second key to victory for me is right up Caleb Williams' alley. Throw the ball down the field. From the run game, set up your play actions to go deep. Everybody and their mama has been going deep on the Rams. There's no reason why the Chicago Bears cannot go deep on this team. Get DJ Moore cooking. Get Cole Kmet cooking. Get Rome Odunze cooking. If Keenan Allen come out there, get him cooking. If somebody come off the bench or come out the stands, get them cooking. If they come off 43rd Street, get them cooking. Get the passing game going deep and going often off of the run game. So you establish the run first. Play action into that pass game. That's step number 2. And step number 3, defense, just keep doing what you're doing. They don't need to change nothing on that end of the ball, bro. I love what our top 5 caliber defense is doing. I love what they are doing. This defense is standing on his head. They're giving this offense all the chances in the world and all the time in the world to figure it out. All the offense got to do is be efficient, don't turn the ball over, and just let these guys play on the other end. Let this defense do what they got to do, and you don't hurt them with inefficiency on the offense or with turnovers. This should be a blowout game, bro. Got the Bears by 10 or better, bro.
10 wins? 10 plus wins?
No. I'm just talking about this game. 10 points.
Oh, yeah. You have 10 points, like 10 over.
Right. 10 points or better. I believe the Bears.
All right, so for me, my first key of victory is beat them. Yeah, like what you said, get the run game going. Simple as that. You don't gotta don't overcomplicate it. Don't oversimplify it. Don't stop running from shotgun a lot. I mean, at times you can
go in the center sometimes.
I'm just sick and tired of him going in the shotgun. You have to run it under center. I want to see a little bit more I formation. I want to see Roschon Johnson getting the ball.
Absolutely.
Okay. Yeah. So like with the I formation, when you start developing that run game under the I formation, then you start to get the defense honest. That's when you open up the play action. And when you open up the play action, because we already know, I'm looking at the Los Angeles Rams secondary. They're ranked 23rd or they're ranked 22nd right now with their secondary. Then you air it out. And that kind of leads on to my second key. You have to get Rome Odunze and Cole Kmet involved. I think those are your 2 most important keys or 2 most important players that you got to get involved. Cole Kmet, he is your safety valve. Don't ever, like Shane Waldron, don't neglect Cole Kmet.
Never go away from this guy.
He had 10 carries last week for 97 yards. Keep that going. Keep feeding the ball to Cole Kmet. And also keep building that chemistry. Don't let that chemistry keep going down. Let Caleb Williams and Rome Odunze keep building that chemistry, because when you keep building that chemistry between those 2 players, then it's going to become more infectious. It's going to become more deadly, like how Justin Fields was with DJ Moore. That's how I want their chemistry to be. You got to keep that thing going.
And Coach, not to cut you off, not to cut you off, before you get your third point, let me just drop this little nugget in there. Let me say this, bro.
Oh, shoot, you just froze, bro. Yeah, I think you just froze, Chuck. Oh, let me bring you back. Yeah, he just froze. But before he comes back, like as I was saying, guys, my third. I'm sorry, what were you saying, Chuck?
My bad. The internet just kicked me out there briefly. No, but I was going to point out, everybody likes to say, and I'll be quick and I'll give you a third point, bro.
Okay.
everybody likes to point out that Caleb Williams doesn't like to throw to the tight end. But if you look at his days at USC and Oklahoma, Caleb Williams didn't have a lot of tight ends to throw to, bro. There were not a lot of options at tight end on those teams for him to target. He's never played with a Cole Kmet or Gerald Everett before. So getting familiar with these type of tight ends is something new, and he's got to implement them. I don't care what position these players play. If they're great at what they do, use them. Point blank, period. Back to your point, bro. Go ahead.
Third key, you gotta stop pressure Matthew Stafford. Pressure Matthew Stafford. When you pressure Matthew Stafford, because I know Bears, we're familiar with Matthew Stafford. He's not very good when it comes to pressuring. Like when you get in his face, because he tends to turn the ball over. When you get in his face, and when you start to pressure him and get in his face, he tends to get a little trigger happy with the ball. He tends to throw the ball more erratically. And that's when you're going to set up your secondary to get a little bit more turnovers, a little bit more interceptions, hopefully pick sixes, and that's going to set us up, for success. Let the defense keep doing their thing. I know last week we couldn't pressure Indianapolis as much as we could because their offensive line is top tier. They're the number one offensive line so far, and so we couldn't get as much pressure. Even though Anthony Richardson, he's a horrible quarterback. He's not good. He's not very accurate when it comes to throwing the ball.
He's erratic. He's very erratic, bro.
But this Rams offensive line is not as strong as the Indianapolis Colts. And so Eric Washington and Matt Eberflus, they need to dial up the blitz more. They need to dial up the blitz. Bring the house. Stop Kyren Williams from going, slow down the run game. You got to slow down the run game. And when you slow down the run game, that's when you get in Matthew Stafford's face. You keep getting in his face all day, pressure him the whole entire game, and you have a recipe for winning. My final score, I got the Bears winning 31-17. And
I like that.
I can see Caleb Williams, him throwing for 3 touchdowns. I have him going over 250 yards, at least 284 yards, 3 touchdowns. And I have him touchdown to Rome Odunze, 1 to DeAndre Carter, and 1 to Cole Kmet.
I think Caleb Williams has his second 300-yard passing game of the season, bro, of his career, bro. I think that's what's going to happen here. I think Caleb Williams
crazy too. Back-to-back 300 yards.
I think if he just manages,
that's unheard of.
I think if he just manages the game, just like we were awestruck and highly impressed with Jaden Daniels last night, and the ridiculous percentage of efficiency that this guy played with.
91% completion percentage. That's crazy for a rookie. 91.
I think we can see a similar thing out of Caleb Williams this week, bro. Just don't try to be greedy. Don't try to get it all in one play, Caleb. Take what's there, and then when opportunity presents itself, take your shot, bro. And nobody's not saying don't take no shots. We just saying wait until the shot presents itself, bro. The shot ain't always there. I don't care how great your arm is, bro.
In the words of DDP, grip it and rip it.
Yeah, okay.
Draft Dr. Phil. Draft Dr. Phil.
Yeah, Caleb's been doing too much gripping and ripping, bro. He needs to scale back. Yeah, too much gripping and ripping, man. You see what Optimus said here? Optimus said, somebody tell Ryan Poles that club bouncers are not NFL players. You know what I'm talking about, Optimus? That's all I'm saying, bro. Got all these bouncers sitting up here thinking they're gonna block these dudes who've been eating weights and pumping iron, for fun. On a regular.
What's up, Eric?
85 to -3, really, Eric? That's a great score.
85 to -3.
Not gonna happen.
What's that supposed to mean?
Yeah. But Ron says 23-17, Bears win. I'm not mad at that, Ron. I think it's gonna be more than that. Optimus giving us 27-20. I think there's too many points that you're allowing our defense to give up right there, Optimus. But I understand, my brother. I think this team is on its way. Now, Don Burr has, we've got a Don Burr sighting. Did you see this guy, bro? He didn't show that.
Rams 23, Bears 17.
Yeah. Let's go back up the ladder there a little bit to Don Burke's previous comment. Let's go up the ladder a little bit to his previous comment, bro. Previous comment, he said, "Hey Chuck," he said, "Step 1, get a QB. Step 2, get a line. Step 3, get a GM, and step 4, get a coach." You got all that twisted up and backwards right there. First off,
this guy's a troll, man. Oh, he's so high and mighty because your team is 2-1. Oh yeah.
Oh man. Look, bro. The Lions suck eggs right now. They drafted all those players in the secondary, all those cornerbacks. They're still getting lit up in the airways, bro. That's step 1. That's phase 1 of that. Phase 2, Jared Goff is come all the way back down to earth. Ain't no more shine on that toy. That toy, they got old. The rust parts are starting to show. It's holes in the bottom of his shoes and everything else, bro. Jared Goff is out here getting his lunch handed to him by these secondaries and these defenses right now. So, Don Bird, you got your own problems, my brother, that you need to go and get with, bro. Did Don Bird, didn't y'all get carved up by Baker? Sure did. Oh, they also got carved up by Matthew Stafford and had to go to overtime to pull that game out. So don't talk to me about a QB. You need to go find one. You got this guy on your bench named Hendon Hooker. You might need to find out what he can do, bro. You might need to find out what that guy can do. But your quarterback isn't exactly lighting the airways up, Don. Just for the record, bro. Let's go back up here in these comments, see if we missed anything. There's a lot of people that commented today. Thank you all for coming in and commenting on this here. Oh, my bad, Coach. You know what? I'm taking over. What do you want to do next? Let me stop you.
Oh, yeah. We're going to talk about these next couple games. We're going to do
okay. Let's do that.
So Thursday night, we got the Cowboys, a divisional matchup. Cowboys versus the Giants. This is going to be at Giants Stadium, East Rutherford at MetLife Stadium. Dallas is favored 6 points, and the total is 44.5.
Giants coming off a big win.
Who you got?
Giants coming off a big win against the Cleveland Browns, man. They ran all over. They threw all over them. Never thought I'd be saying it with Danny Pennies, but they threw all over them. Malik Neighbors ran wild with catches all over the place. Some of the most ridiculous catches you ever want to see. I imagine he's going to have a lot of those in his career, as long as Danny Pennies is his quarterback. He's going to have to make some spectacular catches. But in this one, I got Cowboys. I think the Cowboys offense finally woke up the second half of that Ravens game, and I don't think that they turn off anytime soon. Dak Prescott got it rolling. I forget how many passing yards he had, but I think he threw like 3 or 4 touchdowns in that game. And he got all the offense clicking finally over there in Dallas. I don't think the Giants got enough on defense to stop them, and I don't think the Giants have enough weapons on offense to ward off Micah Parsons and that defense as they're coming with Deron Bland and was it Trayvon Diggs? I think it is, bro. That's a lot.
Malik Neighbors getting a share of the bulk load of the receptions, man. Malik Neighbors he's carrying that receiver's room.
Oh, he's the only receiver in that.
He's the only receiver.
Yeah, bro. But that being said, he's a lone star. He's not going to shine too bright with all the Dallas stars that's coming up in there into MetLife Stadium or what have you. So yeah, advantage Cowboys. I think the Cowboys win this by 10 or more, bro.
I got the Cowboys winning 2. I got them 6+. I just don't see the Giants. I mean, it could be an upset. I mean, these divisional games, go either way, even though the Giants is looking like they're going to be good. But, other things have gone on in the NFL, crazier things have gone on in the NFL. Carolina just won. But
I think the Giants have had their statement upset game of the year against Cleveland. I don't see any more coming, bro. I don't see any more coming, bro.
I have Dallas winning it. I have them going over 6, winning by 6+ points. I don't have them going over 44. I don't think Giants is going to score that much points. I think it's going to be like a drubbing, like a 28-6 type of game. And I'll say give me Cowboys.
Give
me Cowboys.
I would go over that 44.5 just simply because if the Cowboys are going to put up numbers, they're going to probably put up that 44 by themselves, bro.
Yeah, exactly.
The Cowboys can run it up, bro, with the best of them.
We're gonna run up the score.
Bro.
I can definitely see that.
Yeah.
The Giants are that bad. They're that bad. They're that bad.
Yeah, we can move on from that barn burner.
Next game, we got the Saints versus the Falcons.
Mm-hmm.
This is going to be a Falcons home game. Another divisional matchup is going to be at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta, Georgia, and Atlanta is favored 1.5 points. The total is 42.5. Who do you got, Chuck, winning this game?
This has actually become an intriguing matchup now that the Atlanta Falcons have actually started to come to play. I've always loved the talent in Atlanta. They just never was able to realize it and use it. But I think this year they're starting to figure some things out. Kirk Cousins is starting to get his footing over there. Darnell Mooney's starting to have a coming out party. I'm even seeing some Kyle Pitts sightings now, and Bijan Robinson is the bell cow coming out of that backfield. So Atlanta is going to be a formidable foe in this one, but I still think the advantage goes to the Saints. I think the Saints are gritty. They're tough. They're coming off a loss to the Philadelphia Eagles, but a very gritty loss. That was a tough game, tough battle. They lost.
That was a hard-fought loss.
Yeah, and so I think the Saints still win this game. I'm gonna give them a win by 5. I'm gonna say something like 25-20 or something like that.
Now, this one I've been trying to fight because this is gonna be a tough game. This could go 50-50. You got two great teams, two great offensive teams. You got the Falcons who lost by a would-be pass interference, and then you had the Saints who lost by a field goal. You know, this is like two really tough teams fighting over this, but I think I'm going to go for the home team, the Falcons. I think this is going to be
that's interesting.
Yeah, this could go either way. I think this is going to be like a slugfest, like a 20-17 type of game.
Yeah. Well, could you enlarge that just a little bit? I can't see the spread.
Hold on, let me
just a little bit.
Hold on.
That's good enough right there. I'm good right there, bro.
Is that better? Oh, shit.
It's about the same, but it's okay. Go ahead, bro. I'm good.
All right. So, like I said, I've been fighting over this. This can go either way, 50-50, because these are two great teams. But I'm favoring the home team, the Falcons. I mean, because it is at home. I think that's the only reason. And the Falcons, when it comes to Mercedes-Benz Stadium, they usually play well, and like they usually they kind of feed off the fans' energy.
Okay.
And so I have the Falcons winning this game, but not by much. I think this is going to be like a slugfest, like a 24-21 type of game, 20-17.
It's going to be close. Yeah.
It's going to be close. It's definitely going to be close. So I'll take give me the Falcons. But if either one of them blow them out, I'm like, it's going to be crazy.
Yeah, I don't really see this becoming.
I don't see it, though.
I think Atlanta is finally righted the ship down there. They're finally starting to
They got two great defenses, too. Two really good defenses.
Yeah, I mean, Atlanta's defense is yet suspect to me, bro. But I know that for without a doubt, the Saints defense is top notch, bro. That's solid, bro. That's solid defense, yeah.
All right, next game. Ooh, we got another man. These are a lot of divisional games.
Where you at,
Vikings versus
Packers.
Vikings versus Packers, man. This is going to be in Lambeau Field. We got the Vikings going to Lambeau Field where they're going to be facing the Green Bay Packers. Green Bay is favored 2.5, and the total is 43. Ooh, man, this is a tough match, man. Damn.
I'll let you go first.
I'm gonna go first. Of course. Oh man. This is another 50-50 game. Vikings, they got a great defense. I think they're the number one defense right now. I think so far they've given up less points to their opponents. I think they have like the lowest total, if I'm not mistaken. Like last week, they held Houston to 7 points. And then I think the previous game, I'm not too sure. I think they held San Francisco to under 20, if I'm not mistaken. Let me see. Yeah, to under 20 points, man. And, man, But the Packers team, they're very great at running the ball. Like Matt LaFleur, he's done a great job at managing Malik Willis.
Come on off that fence, Kofi. You're on that fence. You're teetering too much. You're going to fall on one side or the other.
Oh! Give me the Vikings. Give me the Vikings. I have the Vikings 4-0. Okay. I think this is another close game. I think the Vikings, they're going to figure out something. I mean, like, I just have the Vikings winning it because, you know, Aaron Jones, he's going to have a bone to pick with the Packers. This is his former team. The Vikings always play the Packers really well. No,
they play them tough. They do that.
Lambeau Field. I'll say give me the Vikings by 1 point. 1 point. I haven't won it by
a nose. So you got
by a nose.
Okay.
Like this division is gonna be tough. This division is tough, man.
Yeah, bro. Yeah.
This is the best division in the NFC, in my opinion.
You went all around the world to say 1 point to the
I'm sorry.
Okay. I actually talked to T.O., who's a Packers fan, and my nephew Mello, who is a Vikings fan. Earlier, they were having this big debate, and they asked me who did I think was going to win this game. For me, this comes down to who's playing QB for the Green Bay Packers. If Malik Willis is still at the helm playing for Green Bay, then I'm going to give the Vikings the advantage. I'll give them a 3-point win. If Jordan Love is playing, if he comes back and he starts for the Packers, then I'm going to give the advantage by 4 points to the Green Bay Packers, bro. I think the QB play is going to be quintessential in this game. You're talking about two teams that know each other. There's no tricks. There's no schemes. There's no unheard of players, unknown guys that's coming out of the woodworks that's going to shock the other. This is one of those games that's going to be a dogfight. It's going to be a bloodbath. Both of them smell blood in the water, and they're going at each other. The Packers are coming off. You know, the Vikings are hot. They're 3-0. And yeah, Don, I did see that you pointed out that we had the Vikings last in this division. I'll address that point in one more second. It's the next comment up from there, Cole. The Vikings are hot. They won their first 3 games, and they're doing it in dominant fashion. The Packers, without their QB, have figured out how to get the last 2 games won, and they won this last one against Tennessee in dominant fashion. So you got 2 teams that's coming in that's hot right now. They're bumping heads, and they have no love lost between them two. Great point that you pointed out with Aaron Jones running now for the Vikings, who is, so to speak, a Packers legend at running back. So he's over there on the other side of the fence. He's bringing in a few twos and clues for the Vikings to know what to do.
He's still salty from leaving what they did to him.
But on the flip side of that, you got Matt LaFleur and his genius offensive coaching, who's figured out how to get 2 wins out of Malik Willis, who we've been calling Bruce Willis all this time. This is Die Hard Part 3, y'all, just for the record. But yeah, you got him over there with his genius figuring out how to get W's out of Malik Willis, a guy who's been a career backup and never been known as a passer. So for them to clash heads like this is great. This is sexy. This is attractive. But for me, it all comes down to QB play. Who's starting for the Packers and who's not starting. If, like I said, Malik Willis starts, I'm giving the Vikings a 3-point win, 17-14. If Jordan Love starts, and I'll give the Packers a win, say maybe 23-19 or something like that. I'm giving them 4 or 5-point win in that game there. Don Burr, just for the record, what you're seeing right now from Sam Darnold is what he always does, bro. So, yeah, impressive at the beginning of the year, first quarter of the year, first 4 games of the year. Sam Darnold always looks spectacular. And every team that he started for, he came out and did the same thing with the Jets, bro. He did.
Look at the Panthers. He looked good.
Wherever he plays and this guy gets a start, he does that. He looks good at the beginning of the year. It's from game 4 on where you see the real Sam Darnold. So starting this week, we're going to see what Sam Darnold this is. And yeah, I still got the Vikings last place in this division. Long season, Don. It's a 17-game season, not a 3-game season. 17, bro. So before you get here laughing about where we had them, trust and believe you me, they're going to come down off that high horse probably sooner than later, bro.
Okay. Next game.
You think? Let's keep it moving, go.
It is a
we'll
prime
get to that,
time.
Don.
All right, next game. Colts versus Steelers. So Pittsburgh is favored 1.5. They are going to Lucas Oil Stadium. Steelers are favored by 1.5. The total is 39.5. I'll say with this game, give me the Steelers. I think Justin Fields and this team is definitely going to go 4-0 because Pittsburgh Steelers, they're definitely going to get to Anthony Richardson, even though their offensive line is good. I think the Steelers, they're going to find a way to, win this game because, like what I say, Anthony Richardson, he's so erratic when it comes to throwing the ball. And Pittsburgh secondary, they're pretty good. Their defense line's pretty good. I think with this game, Justin Fields, he's going to get the running game going, the RPO going. I think he's going to have a pretty – I feel like he's going to have a pretty big game because, like I said, the Colts run defense is not good. And so this is the perfect game for Justin Fields to go off. I have Justin Fields going off. I think this is going to be a blowout. The Steelers are going to blow out. To me, I think they're going to blow out the Colts. I give them like at least 7.5, 8.5 over because this is the perfect game for Justin Fields to go off. Perfect game.
Yeah, I think the Indianapolis Colts team, their offense is really limited, bro, in terms of what they're capable of doing. You're going to get the occasional wow factor play out of Anthony Richardson, but he's so erratic that he's not going to be able to string those plays together consistently. That being said, I think you pointed out that the Indianapolis Colts have a great offensive line. They got a really good offensive line, but I think the Steelers have a better defensive line, bro. I think TJ Watt's going to run wild coming off of that edge.
Yes, sir.
I believe Cameron Haywood is still stuck in the middle of that defense. I think they're going to anchor things and they're going to keep their offense from moving on the ground because that's the way the Indianapolis Colts have to move the ball. They got to go Jonathan Taylor and RPO with Anthony Richardson. That's really the way.
That's really their offense. The RPO
offense is run. I think the Steelers are smart enough, they're intelligent enough, their players are crafty enough, and physically talented and gifted enough to match that and trump that defensively. Offensively, Justin Fields is on fire right now. Now, is he lighting the league on fire? No, he's not. But he's doing what it takes to win the games. And that, at the end of the day, people, same stuff I was saying last year, Don, and all of you Justin Fields naysayers, that at the end of the day is all that you need to do. Win the game. He doesn't hurt them. He's efficient when he throws the ball. Justin Fields is a fantastic runner. He got Najee Harris, who is a beast of a running back, going in between the tackles, banging away, being physical, breaking down the middle of that defense, and he's RPOing off of that. George Pickens hasn't had a coming out party yet. This may be a blow-up game for him. George Pickens may catch fire coming out of the gate on this one. And people, contrary to popular belief, Justin Fields is not just a running quarterback. He's also a deep ball thrower.
Gunslinger. He's a great
ball. And if you don't believe me, go ask DJ Moore. DJ Moore will tell you.
Go ask us Bears fans. We know a lot about that.
I got the Steelers winning this by 10, 23-13. Bro.
Yeah, definitely. Next game, we got the Broncos and the Jets. Ooh, okay. The Broncos are going to go to MetLife Stadium, the same stadium that they play, the same stadium that the Giants play. The Jets are going to play.
Yeah.
Broncos are going to go to the New York Jets Stadium. The Jets are favored by 7.5. I'll say with this game, give me the Jets because Bo Nix and that offense are going to struggle against that Jets tough defense. I'm like, who's going to stop Sauce Gardner, man? Who's going to stop their defense line? Quinnen Williams, those guys, those dogs up front. I think Bo Nix, he's going to struggle with this game because the Jets, they got a playoff ready. Hell, you could even have a Super Bowl ready defense. I think the Broncos, they're definitely going to be struggling. Aaron Rodgers is definitely going to have an efficient game this upcoming season. This upcoming game, he's going to have an efficient game. I have them winning at least by 2 touchdowns. The Jets winning by 2 touchdowns. I'll say, yeah, give me the over with the Jets winning 7.5. Bo Nix is going to have I think this is going to be one of Bo Nix's worst games upcoming against the Jets.
That's interesting seeing that Bo Nix just came off of a very, very solid game this week, bro. I think Bo Nix, just like Jaden Daniels, just like I believe Caleb Williams is starting to do, I think things are starting to slow down and he's starting to figure some things out, bro. I don't know that the Jets are going to come in here and go run roughshod all over this team, man. I just don't see that happening, bro. You're talking about a team, the Broncos defense, I think they're coming in probably number 1 against the run, if I'm not mistaken. I think they're number 1 against the run. So they're going to eliminate one half of the Jets attack, offensive attack with Breece Hall. I think they're going to contain the running game. But now that being said, that's going to put it on the shoulders of Aaron Rodgers. And if there's any dude who you want the game on his shoulders, is Aaron Rodgers. But that being said, that this secondary is playing well. Patrick Surtain is a problem. You just saw him completely shut down Mike Evans in the game against Tampa Bay. And I mean, they dominated. And Bo Nix played a great game against that defense, bro. I don't know that Bo Nix is going to struggle at MetLife Stadium, bro. I really don't know. And you know what? I'm going to just jump out on a limb, and I'm going to call this my upset special of the week.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Oh, that's for your show, T.O. I'm about to give you the dog bark. I think the Broncos are going to come into MetLife Stadium, and they're going to eat this win out, bro. I got them winning by 2 points. I'm going to give them 2. But I do think the Broncos are starting to turn the corner offensively. They're starting to get some things figured out. I don't like what he did to Russell Wilson, but Sean Payton is a great offensive mind, bro. He's starting to figure out how to make things work offensively for this team, bro. And I don't think they're going to wow you with offensive production. I don't think they're going to have the sexy, savvy plays down the field like you saw Kyler Murray throwing to Marvin Harrison Jr. I don't think you're going to get that, but I do think you're going to get a lot of efficiency, a lot of physical play, a lot of long drives from this offense, and I think that defense is going to stand on its head, bro, against this Jets offense, bro. So give me the Broncos. Give me the Broncos by 2, bro. I'll say 22-20. I'll give it like that, bro.
Next game, we got the Eagles versus the Buccaneers. The Eagles are going to visit the Buccaneers at Raymond James Stadium. Mm-hmm. They have the Eagles favorite at 2.5, and the total is 44.5. Who do you got, Chuck?
The sexy pick is the Eagles. But let's remember, people, let's remember last year in the first round of the playoffs, the same Buccaneers team demolished the Philadelphia Eagles in the playoffs, bro. So this one is a pick 'em to me. I'm going to tell you no lie, bro. I would love to look at them and look at the Eagles and say Saquon Barkley is going to run wild and Jalen Hurts is going to do this and he's going to do that. But, bro, they're still down one of their receivers. A.J. Brown is not there, and it's questionable whether or not he's going to go again this week. And if all you got is Devontae Smith as your other weapon over there, this could get real dicey for the Eagles.
Dallas Goedert is pretty effective. I think he's going to also lean on Dallas Goedert.
He's going to have to, bro.
Lean on him heavily. Dallas Goedert, he had like 170 yards and like 2 TD. Was it 170
No, he didn't
yards?
score a TD. He didn't score a TD. But
I'm sorry, he didn't score a TD. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. He had a lot of yards receiving. But that being said, bro, I think that that offense is going to be sketchy against this Tampa Bay defense. I think Tampa Bay knows them very well. They're not a great defense, but they're smart defense, bro. They know their opponents, bro. And so they're going to play smart.
This is my upset pick right here. This is my upset.
Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't even necessarily call it an upset. You're in Raymond James Stadium, which is the home of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. They've beaten you already in the playoffs in this stadium. I think the Buccaneers are going to be riding a high. They're coming off of their loss against the Denver Broncos, and they're salivating at the chops to run into this playoff matchup again. And I think they're coming in with a swagger, bro. I think they can take this team, and I believe that they do. Give me the Buccaneers by 6. I'll take the Buccaneers by 6. Matter of fact, by 5. Let's make it by 5.
Yeah, I got the Buccaneers, but I have them winning by like 3 or 4 points. I'll say
Okay.
give me the Buccaneers. Because, I mean, yeah, like Buccaneers, like they're coming in with a vengeance. And plus, like, they're missing A.J. Brown. A.J. Brown is definitely going to definitely be filling in the void. And I think they're going to have a game plan in order to contain Dallas Goedert and containing, Saquon Barkley. Like the Buccaneers always play a lot of sound defense. I think they're gonna have a figure out a game plan to slow down Saquon Barkley and to pretty much lock the middle of the field so Dallas Goedert won't get the ball. So I'd say give me the Buccaneers by 4 points.
Plus, keep this in mind: Philly's secondary is atrocious this year.
It's bad.
They are getting lit up in the airways, and with Chris
I think they're
Godwin,
like dead last, if I'm not mistaken. Let me see.
bro, with Chris
They're not
Godwin.
good.
And with Chris Godwin and Mike Evans still playing at a high level, the receiver position, and Baker Mayfield locating those guys down the field, that secondary is going to be in trouble running up on this, or they should. I'm going to say it like that. They should be in trouble.
Not too bad. They're ranked 17th. They're ranked 17th after 3 weeks.
Oh, that's the bottom half of the league.
Bottom half. Yeah.
That's not good, bro. That's not good, bro. That's not good. So, but I don't think that Tampa Bay's defense completely locks Philly's offense up. So, if you're doing fantasy, these are some guys. These are a bunch of players in this game that you can play on both sides of the ball. I just think Tampa Bay does just enough to get this win, say about 5. Give me Tampa Bay 28-23.
Yeah. All right, next game. We got the Bengals going to Panthers home. They're going to be facing the Carolina Panthers at home. Cincinnati is favored 4.5. The total is 48.5. I'll say with this type of game, I got the Bengals. They're going to win it. I also wouldn't be surprised if the Panthers win. This could be an upset because the Bengals, like I said, they always start off real slow. And Andy Dalton, for some reason, like he always gets it going. Like, whenever he's starting, like the first couple games, he always gets it going.
You think against his former team, you think he get it going?
And he's playing against his former team. This could be an upset pick right here. Like, it could be an upset. But the Bengals, I don't see it being a blowout. I've seen this being a close game. I'll say give me the Bengals, but this is going to be the under because the Bengals defense is god-awful. They gave up 38 points to the Washington Commanders yesterday, and I wouldn't see I wouldn't be surprised if the Panthers put up another 20-plus burger or 30 burger. I wouldn't be surprised. So
what are we saying? What are we saying now about the Bengals? Are we calling them a dumpster fire now? Is that what we're calling the Bengals?
I'm not saying they're a dumpster fire, but like the first couple games, like they always suck. Like the first 4 games always suck, but after those 4 games, they always pick it up. But usually I think with this game,
not the 4, the 3. The 4 is where they usually turn it around, bro.
Yeah. I mean, I still have them winning this game, but I don't have them blowing them out because I think the Panthers, they're definitely going to put up some points. They are definitely going to put up some points because the Bengals secondary sucks. Their defensive line is that great, and I got the Bengals winning 28-25. 28-25.
That's interesting. I think you're putting a little bit too much disrespect on the Bengals defense, bro. When you say what you say,
they gave up 38 points,
bro. They gave it up to a very, very sharp and crisp Jaden Daniels, a guy they've never seen before. He had the advantage in the matchup, bro. He had the advantage. So I'm not going to rag on the Bengals. This team has been there countless times before. They've been down these roads where they struggled to start the season and bounce back incessantly. I think the Bengals take this as their first coming out party. I think they get this turned around.
Andy Dalton's former team, so he's going to show up and show out.
And I think he's going to meet this guy on the other side named Trey Hendrickson, who's coming off the edge. Is going to welcome him back to the Cincinnati party, bro. I think that's what's going to happen. I got this game being a blowout. I think Andy Dalton did the same thing that I'm saying Sam Darnold does, bro. He comes out in the first game. Andy Dalton looks fantastic. He looks strong. He played well. I think all of that could revert back to regular Andy Dalton this week. I got the Bengals blowing that game out 45-15.
Okay. Next game.
And T. Higgins is back this week too. Let's not forget that.
Oh, he's coming back? Oh, yeah,
He's
that's a
back this
dub.
week.
That's a
Yes,
dub.
sir.
If he comes back, I might change my score to 30, 31, 31 to 21 if T. Higgins comes back.
Yeah. And I'm going to give the Bengals defense a hot take here, people. Give the Bengals defense 2 interceptions this week.
And that can happen. I can see that. Next game, we got the Texans versus the Jaguars, another divisional matchup. Jaguars are going to NRG Stadium. Houston is favored at 7. I think this is unanimous, right? I got Houston winning it. I mean, I have them going over. I don't trust Jaguars. That contract that they gave to Trevor Lawrence was a big mistake. That guy, oh my God, they got
think so, huh?
by the Bills, bro. They got their ass whipped by the Bills, man. I mean, it was a drubbing.
But in fairness to Trevor Lawrence and the Jaguars, the Bills have been whooping everybody that runs their way right now, bro. There's nobody.
I think the Jaguars are everybody's punching bag.
Oh, Cole, we gonna definitely be different on this one.
I'm sorry, bro. They're the Lions, the Lions of 08, bro. They're the Lions, bro, of 08. They're that bad, bro. The way they got beat by the Buffalo
these
Bills.
are strong words, my man. The Jaguars.
I'm sorry, dude, but I have a
the punching bag of the NFL, the 2008 Lions.
Yes, they are that bad.
Cole, I don't think you're really looking at this team the right way, bro. Structure-wise, there's talent. They're littered with talent up and down this lineup. It just always seems like to me that every year, Doug Peterson and Trevor Lawrence are trying to figure out what's the best way to run their offense, bro. And that's, to me, that's a problem, bro. To me, that's a problem. But I think that's what causes them to have these slow starts like this. But, bro, you are sorely underestimating this team, bro. I think the Jaguars are going to be hungry.
They're going to get
the Jaguars are going to be hungry. I think Christian Kirk and Gabe Davis and anybody else that they have on the team, Evan Ingram, Travis Etienne. I think these guys have a coming out party against the Texans, bro. I'm not going to tell you no lie. I think they are desperate right now. They're hungry for a win. They got embarrassed and they want to get a lick back on somebody. And Houston right now is looking like the punching bag. Houston better have Joe Mixon back, or they better at least have Antonio Pierce back coming out of that backfield, because we saw what they look like without a running game. And CJ Stroud doesn't look like he's great at playing where he's got to do all of the heavy lifting, bro. He needs the running game to make everything work, bro. So I'm going to take this as an upset, bro. I'm thinking the Jaguars in this. Give me the Jaguars and a victory by 3.
All right. So next game, we got the Commanders versus the Cardinals.
That's Arizona.
A shootout. Arizona is favored by 3 points. Who do you got, Chuck?
That's interesting. Seeing that neither of them have any defense to speak of, I think this is just an OK Corral shootout. I want to say Cardinals, but Jaden Daniels was impressive this last game. Just for
the Kingsbury Bowl game.
Yeah. We're going to call this the Kingsbury Bowl game right here.
The Kingsbury Bowl game.
I like that. I think the Cardinals and the Commanders are going to come here with a lot of offensive firepower. I think the Cardinals are just going to overwhelm them in the long run. I don't see much defense in this game. If you're playing fantasy, people, this is a very, very stackable game.
It's going to be a shootout.
Yeah, I got this game going over the 50.5 and give me the Cardinals saved by 4, 38-34.
I'd say give me the Cardinals too. Yeah, this is definitely going to be a shootout. Yeah, I think the Cardinals, especially the run game, I think the Commanders are not going to slow down the run game. And I think Marvin Harrison, man, like
he's otherworldly right now, bro. That dude can play.
He's on a different level right now. I think that's going to continue. I have Marvin Harrison going over 100 yards this game.
2 TDs.
2 TDs. Yeah, 2 TDs.
Give me 2.
It's going to be like a 38, 36, 38, 34 type of game. Next game, you got the Patriots versus the 49ers. 49ers are favored 9.5. I think that's too high.
Do you?
Huh?
Do you?
Yeah.
You think that's too high?
Yeah.
I
think people underestimate the Patriots' defense. The defense is not that bad.
Yeah, the defense has always been a calling card.
Bad.
The defense has always been their calling card, even during the Tom Brady years. But their defense has always been their calling card. But they don't have any offense to speak of outside of Ramondre Stevenson. I'm going to say it this way, in the words of Kendrick Lamar, a Niners. I think the Niners are going to, they got a lot of.
They don't got Deebo Samuel.
They don't need him. They don't need.
They don't got CMC. They don't got Deebo Samuel.
They don't need him. They don't need him. These are Patriots, bro. They don't need him, bro. All they need is enough offense to score more than 10 points, and they're winning this game going away, bro. They're winning this game going away, bro. Jawan Jennings should light this secondary up. Brock Purdy is going to look like he's otherworldly, even though he's looked very pedestrian in the last 2 games when it counted the most. Who's that? Jordan Mason is running great in the stead of CMC, bro. He's running great in his stead. So I think that, all of this stuff comes full circle. I think the Niners are going to come out here. They want to make a statement to the league that they're still a top dog out here. And I think they're going to go out here and they're going to run roughshod all over these dudes. 38-10, bro. I'm giving them 10 points, and that's generous.
I got San Francisco winning it, but I don't have the over for 9.5. I have them winning by at least 4 or 5 points.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, this is the Patriots defense. I mean, like they're known for they're known for their defense. And I think, with Brock Purdy has been playing pedestrian. He's not the same Brock Purdy he was last year. Last year, he was playing at an all-worldly MVP level. I think he should have won the MVP, either him or Josh Allen, but they gave it to Lamar Jackson because, he beat him head-to-head, but that's neither here nor there.
Lamar was in the AFC Championship game last year. I have no quarrels with that.
Brock Purdy was in the Super Bowl, but that's neither here nor there.
Yeah, he was. No taking from him.
But like I said, I do have the 49ers winning this game, but I'm not having them over 9.5. I think it's going to be like 4 or 5 points. So give me the 49ers.
That's a lot of respect you putting on the Patriots, bro.
Yes, I am.
They got 1 win on
better than the Jaguars.
So you got them. You got the Patriots plus the points. You got them coming in.
All right. Next game. Browns versus the Raiders. This is gonna be at Allegiant Stadium.
Barn burner.
Yes. Las Vegas is favorite at 1. The total is 37.5. Who do you got, Chuck?
I gotta find Deshaun Watson. Has anybody seen him?
No, I couldn't find him in the milk carton. Right, I couldn't find him.
Right. We need to put an APB out here. Adam alert. We need something going.
Amber alert.
Yeah,
I think I just got an alert on my phone.
Bro,
Deshaun Watson.
Fine. Where is the Deshaun Watson? Where's the Deshaun Watson of the Houston Texans days? We're looking for that guy. I have yet to see him, bro. This Browns team is way better than what he's showing them as, bro. They're looking atrocious out here, bro. And that's pitiful. But that being said, they're running up against the Raiders, who thought it a grand idea to go get a career backup QB in Gardner Minshew and give him the starting QB job. Just so you know, Vegas Raiders, he's been a backup for a reason. I'm just saying. Now, he plays efficient. I'm not saying Gardner Minshew can't play this game. He can play this game. But he's a backup QB. They put him in there. I don't really know who to take in this game, being honest with you. I would take the home dog in the Raiders, but they're not giving me anything to be impressed by offensively or defensively for that matter. And the Browns definitely are looking like a shell of them former selves, offensively and defensively. I don't know, bro. All I know is I'm taking the under on this game. It's a pick 'em to me. You can pick that.
Yeah, I've taken the under for this game. I mean, I have the Raiders winning by 1. I definitely have them winning by 1.
And the Browns put up 20 points on offense. I haven't seen them get close to that yet.
I haven't even seen it, dude, but I have seen the Raiders done that. So I'll say give me the Raiders. I know Gardner Minshew is kind of pedestrian, but look at the weapons they have. They have some good, decent weapons. They have some really great weapons. You know, Brock Bowers, of course, Devontae Adams, you know, and they got a decent run game and a great offensive line.
Who's the running back over there? Where's the run game at? I would like to hear this.
Yeah, the run game is kind of non-existent, but they got a decent. I mean,
what's the dude named Zaire White?
Zaire White, yeah, I think so.
And Alexander Madison is your leading running back, the career backup from the Minnesota Vikings. You know, they used to have a saying back in the early 2000s.
Yeah, that is a tough game. I don't know. But
yeah, they used to have a saying back in the early 2000s. They said players that go and sign with the Raiders, they go there for their careers to die, bro. They go there for their careers to end, bro. When Alexander Madison is your leading rusher, you don't have a run game, bro. He was the running back for the Minnesota Vikings last year, and he looked good in spurts. He runs the ball well. But if you, I don't know, and I'm dating myself when I say this, Bears fans. I don't know how far back you Bears fans go today. But I remember in 1995, we had a guy on the Bears team by the name of Rashaan Salaam, a great running back coming out of college. Came out of the University of Colorado. He was over there with Cordell Stewart. Cordell Stewart was the quarterback. Would run for thousands of yards per game. But Rashaan Salaam had this little problem that was known as a fumbling problem. I used to call the man Fumbleina. He was fumbling so much. The man would break out for 50, 60, 70-yard runs. And all the defender had to do was get close to him and look like he was going to touch him, and he fumbled the ball, bro. That's Alexander Madison, bro. That's what he was doing for the Minnesota Vikings last year, bro. He would break out and have great runs and look like he's going to do something, and then fumble! Out comes the ball. The Raiders have no offense to speak of outside of Devontae Adams and Brock Bowers, bro. Can we move on?
Next game, we got the Chiefs versus the Chargers. This is going to be in SoFi Stadium. The Chiefs are favorite at 8.5. Who do you got for this game?
Nope. Who do you got?
All right. Who do I got?
Yeah.
I got the Chiefs winning it. Like this is, I mean, this is kind of tricky because the Chargers, they do play them well, and then you got John Harbaugh.
I was just about to say the Chargers have historically been like the Chiefs.
No, actually, I'm gonna have an upset. I think this is gonna be my upset pick. Screw it, F it. I'm going to go upset pick of the week. I'm gonna have the Chargers winning it.
Now I will say this: the Chiefs have been winning, but they've been winning their games kind of close. But it's been
very close
to the best. Yeah, they're not running away and hiding on anybody.
And I think with that play, you know, with the Falcons, because the Falcons, they had them really good. They had them close to the ropes. They had them like really close to the ropes. The Falcons should have won this game. And I think this is gonna bite the Chiefs. This is really
yeah, the Falcons. This is
what I'm trying to say.
This stinks in my nostrils, bro. The Falcons, they can stop crying, bro. You aren't anybody. Yeah. You're going up against the 3-time Super Bowl champion Kansas City Chiefs.
Yeah.
You're not getting any calls. Stop looking for them.
Exactly.
Not happening, bro.
But I think this type of game is gonna it's really gonna catch up to the Chiefs. You know, I have the Chargers winning it. I think they're gonna win by time of possession. Some reason, Justin Herbert, he plays really well against the Chiefs.
He does.
And I think John Harbaugh, he's gonna have an answer, you know, to kind of contain the Chiefs. I think they're gonna win by like the time of possession, running the ball a lot. Just keeping it close to the vest and not letting the Chiefs get multiple opportunities where they can get the ball. But yeah, I'd say give me the Chargers by 3 points. 3 points.
Okay. Eventually, the Chiefs have got to come off of this string of close victories, but they can't keep doing this. But I'm going to err on the side of caution in this one, and I'm going to say that's not going to happen this week. I'm going to go with the Chiefs. I'm going to give them a 3-point win. They're definitely not covering, what is this, 6.5, 8.5? What is that, 8.5? They're not covering that.
No, they're not getting 8.5. Nope.
They're not covering that against a Jim Harbaugh. This is not John. This is Jim. This is
Jim Harbaugh, right?
Right. They're not covering that against a Jim Harbaugh led.
Just the Harbaughs.
Yeah. Both defenses.
They always play the Chiefs tough. Both Harbaughs.
Both defenses are going to play well. Chris Jones is going to be a menace in the middle of their Chargers offensive line.
Khalil Mack is still over there. Khalil Mack is still with the Chargers.
Mack and is that Joey Bosa. And on the other end, those dudes are a problem. Asante Samuel Jr. is great in the secondary. But that being said, the Kansas City Chiefs.
Don't forget about Derwin James as well.
they always figure out a way and find a way to get things done. I think they eke this one out, possibly because Jim Harbaugh plays it too close to the vest on the offensive end. I think if he opens up and let Justin Herbert, who is already a proven quarterback in this league, play like Justin Herbert can play, you might get different results. I just don't see Jim Harbaugh doing that. He's pretty stubborn, bro, when it comes to the way he manages games. And until there's a reason for him to allow Justin Herbert to open up and him seeing that, I don't think it's going to change, bro. So I got the Chiefs winning this. They like 20-17.
Then we got Sunday Night Football. This is the primetime game of the week for Sunday Night Football. A great matchup.
Okay.
The Buffalo Bills versus the
Baltimore Ravens.
Baltimore Ravens, man. This is
Josh Allen versus
divisional playoff matchup.
Josh Allen versus Lamar Jackson. This is going to be a juicy matchup. This is what you call a heavyweight bout, people. Mm-hmm. This is a heavyweight fight. This is going to be a heavy, and it's going to be a slugfest. I need both of these defenses to figure out, well, really, one of these defenses, the Ravens, I need them to figure out who they are, bro, and what they're doing. Because last year you ended the season on a high note. You was dominant. Nobody could move the ball on you. They were barely scoring. You went to the playoffs riding the high and giving everybody fits, including the Kansas City Chiefs. And now this year you can't stop a nosebleed. Make it make sense. What's changed on the defense for John Harbaugh? This is John. For John Harbaugh and this defense over here. The league is fast. They're quick studies, but nobody's figured out all of these dudes that quickly, bro. I don't understand what's going on there. So I need them to show up. Offensively, Josh Allen is a menace, bro. There is going to be holy hell trying to stop this guy. He is on fire. He's showing you that he can win over in Buffalo with just about anybody on the team. I need the Ravens defense to show me that these no-name receivers that he's got over there in Buffalo isn't all that Josh Allen needs to beat them, bro. You got Humphreys over there on one side. You got these other guys on the other side. I can't name all of the Ravens players. But that defensively, those guys are supposed to be outstanding. You got to show me that. Otherwise, give me the Bills in this dogfight. I think the Bills are giving holy hell to everybody. I think Lamar Jackson is going to have to match the output of Josh Allen for the Ravens to have a chance to win this game. But if he does that, give me the Ravens by 3. If he does that, give me the Ravens by 3. I got this going maybe like 31-28, 28-25. It's going to be some offensive explosion here. It could even be 38-37. 38-31. It could be 38-31. But that's predicated that Lamar Jackson matches the output of one said Josh Allen. Right now, Josh Allen's looking like the league MVP, bro. This dude is unstoppable right now. He isn't throwing
the Buffalo Bills right now, they are so unstoppable. I think this team is better when they took Stephon Diggs out. I think this team is extremely. They're playing on like they're playing.
Yeah, he's on another level right now from everybody else, bro.
An all-world level, man. Like he's playing at an all-world level. He's got his 2 running backs. He's got his 2 tight ends that he's playing really well. The defense is playing at an elite level. I mean, Josh Allen, right now he's the MVP candidate now, and I don't think this is going to slow down that well. I'd say give me the Bills winning this game. I think this is definitely going to be a high-scoring game, but I don't think Lamar Jackson is going to keep up with Josh Allen's just scoring output. I mean, the way he just carved up,
he can keep up with it now. It's not that he can't.
The way he just carved up the Jacksonville Jaguars, bro. I mean, I was like, bro, man. And the way he was just slinging the ball.
The Jaguars and the Baltimore Ravens are two totally different teams.
I understand. I understand, but I'm just saying. I'm just talking about Josh Allen's just play, like his playing.
Yeah, his play is otherworldly right now.
And I think it's not going to stop. And
I'm just wondering how long before Josh Allen comes off of this high. Nobody can stay at this high of a level forever.
No.
So one of these games, he's got to come back down.
It ain't coming down right now. Coming down right now.
I'm fine right now, bro.
Give me the Bills 4-0. They're gonna go 4-0.
You got them 4-0. Okay. I think this is the game where Lamar Jackson matches him, bro. I just think right now Lamar is on his way to turning that corner. They gave the Dallas Cowboys complete fits with the way that they were putting up numbers. And Lamar Jackson knows that he's going to need that offense is going to have to score to keep up with what Josh Allen is doing over there in Buffalo. I think Lamar matches his energy, and I think the better talent is actually on the side of the Ravens in this game. Give me the Ravens by 3 in this game, 38-35, barn burner.
We got Monday Night Football.
Are you ready for some football? Let's go.
Are you ready for some football? We got the Dolphins versus Tennessee Titans. They're gonna play in Miami Gardens. Miami's favored by 1. I would say Tennessee Titans definitely gonna bounce back from this game. I'll say give me the Titans. I know the Titans, they kind of got blown out by the Green Bay Packers. I wasn't really expecting that.
Right. Neither were they.
Yeah, neither were they.
Right.
But I think Will Levis, he's definitely gonna bounce back. I think the Dolphins, not having Tua Tagovailoa is not going to help. And not having him there, their offense has not been doing really well since his injury. So I'll say give me the Titans by 7 points. I think they could win by 6 or 7 points. I'd say give me the Titans.
I'm trying to figure out, Cope, where you see 7 points when you got Will Levis as the quarterback over there.
Look at his weapons, bro.
But look at Will Levis. Yeah, he got great weapons. Will Levis can't find anybody.
He can score. He could score, but sometimes he can be erratic. But he might throw a couple interceptions here and there.
That guy was a great quarterback for a half a game this year. That was the very first game.
Last year he played well against the Dolphins last year, and they came back. So I think I can see the Titans winning this game.
Yeah. I don't know what I don't know. This game is.
I think this is the game whether they do
on paper. On paper, it would have looked as sexy and attractive before all of the injuries. But the injury to Tua Tagovailoa, it just really messed this up, bro. I don't even know how to judge this. I do think the Dolphins' speed is still the deciding factor in this game. If Mike McDaniel can coach this team up and manage, have his quarterback to manage the game to where he can get the ball into his playmakers' hands, say like Tyreek Hill, Jalen Waddle, Devon Achane. And if he comes back, Raheem Mostert, I think that speed is going to be too much for the Titans to ward them off. I got the Dolphins winning this game, bro. Give me the Dolphins by 2 in this game. I think the Titans are 0-4 after this game, bro. I think they got Will Levis.
I think with this game, this is definitely gonna bring out the coaching in Mike McDaniel, see how he can coach.
Yeah, bro. And I think he's definitely got enough ability in his coaching prowess to get that done, bro. He's very creative, bro. He showed me all kind of ways that they're using Tyreek Hill and he's able to use 2 speedy running backs at the same time, and both of them are able to have explosive games at the same time. Never seen that before, bro.
All right. Next game. This is another Monday Night Football. The Lions.
Game on the slate here.
They're going to be hosting the Seahawks. The Detroit Lions are favored 3.5 with a total of 47.5.
Mm-hmm.
Who do you got, Chuck, winning this game?
Don.
Don Burr.
Burr. Yeah. Why he does okay. Golf? Are we really talking? Can your dude finish the game? Can he finish the game without throwing an interception? Your coach don't even trust him right now, bro. He handed the ball off in the
Hey, y'all blew the second half. Don't forget about that last year.
Don Burr, this is my upset special of the week. The Seattle Seahawks own the Detroit Lions, and it doesn't matter where they're playing at. Doesn't matter if they're in Seattle or if they're in the Dome at Ford Field. It doesn't matter, bro. Your secondary is atrocious. Y'all drafted, 9 cornerbacks in the draft or something like that? And you still can't stop a nosebleed going down the field. The Seahawks are a down-the-field deep threat team. They are going to stretch you. DK Metcalf looks like a runaway locomotive train once he gets the ball downfield, and good luck.
That dude looks like a freaking tank. When I tell you that guy looks like a tank, that dude looks like a freaking tank.
And let me say this. On the other side, you know that old guy by the name of Tyler Lockett? Tyler Lockett is your daddy. He owns the Detroit Lions. They can't do anything with that guy down the field, and he's still fast. Paul can still get it. So you guess what? He's going to light them up too. I think Jackson Smith and Jigba has a big game. I think the Lions are in trouble, bro. Y'all didn't beat them last year when it count, when it doesn't count. You can't beat them no year, bro. Give me the Seahawks in this game. I got the Seahawks winning this by 7.
Yeah, I got the Seahawks winning by 6. I mean, Detroit's secondary is just abysmal. I don't think that's really going to change anything. They got a good run game. I don't think they're going to stop the run game. I think, Geno Smith, he's been playing really well, managing this team, and like you said, man, Tyler Lockett and DK Metcalf, those are some big time receivers. And I don't think none of their secondary is going to stop those guys. And
Who's
I think
stop who? I want to know. Don, talk to me. Who's stopping?
Please, who? Don.
Who you got that's stopping anybody with Deion? What's his name? Brian Branch. I think he may be out in concussion protocol, bro. That's your only true defensive player that I think can stop anybody, bro. They're not stopping anything. Chutch, that's my name now.
He said Chuck. Touch.
The fucking Lions secondary has shut out Mike Evans. When they shut out Mike Evans?
Mike Evans held MHA to 67 yards.
Yeah, did you see him stop Chris Godwin? Chris Godwin was lighting you guys up, on fire out there, bro. They held MHJ, Marvin Harrison Jr., to 67 yards, laughing out loud. No team has scored over 20 points on these Lions. Okay, but 2 teams have scored 20. Just for the record, 2 teams have scored 20. And guess what? This team's about to blow that lead. They're about to blow the lid off of that, bro. 28-17. Matter of fact, I'm changing my score. 28-17, bro. Let's go. What are you talking about, man? You watching these Lions?
Hey, Don.
And who Jared Goff going to outshoot?
Rebuttal.
What'd you say, Goff?
I was like, Don, you got to have a comeback for this, bro. He said 20 isn't even 3 TDs. LOL field goals.
Yeah, you're 2-1 by the hair of your 10-10-10 with them 20-point games. You had to go to overtime to get one, bro. Remember that? Yeah. Why you talking, bro? And then you lost 20-16 in the other game.
Right, against the Buccaneers. What are you talking about?
Can you do me a favor? Can you send out an APB for Sam Laporta and Amon-Ra St. Brown? Find out where they at, bro. I haven't seen these dudes.
Where they at, though? Where they at? I don't know where they're at.
I've seen Jameson Williams. I've seen him show up.
They're missing. I'm getting an alert on my phone. They're missing.
Oh, I know where Amon-Ra St. Brown is. He's on the podcast with Equinemius. That's where
with his brother.
Right. That's where he is. Sam Laporta, I don't know where he at. I don't know. Bro, when you find your team, come and talk to me. Only thing I see is a running game and Jameson Williams. That's the only thing I see. Everybody else,
that is all the games for week 4, man.
Oh, man. We got through them, bro. Good
That's
job.
all week 4. Man, we are about to go almost at 2 hours. Wow.
Yeah, it's a
Yeah,
lot
pretty
to cover,
good.
bro.
A lot to cover. But last thoughts, Don Burr, any last thoughts before I end this stream? Optimus, all y'all, Pat the Diabetic. Any last
Yo,
thoughts?
everybody that's out here, appreciate all you guys for tuning in. Joe Midran, bro, I did see you, man. We just didn't get a chance to get to your comments, bro. I do appreciate you coming out here. Some of these other people that I'm inviting from other
Shout out to
places.
Jaden. Shout out to Ron.
Right.
Shout out to Mr. Wynn. Shout out
Man,
to
we're gonna
Eric.
spank the Bears, Jaden. Don't bet your house.
Shout out to UTO. Shout out
Yeah.
to Chi-Town Shogun, my brother. Thank you for coming.
Yes, sir.
Real Street
Optimus,
Sports Talk.
everybody. Mr. Win 2022. He said the Cowboys should win this game. Okay, yeah, but thanks for coming, brother. We don't know nothing about.
Don Burr, even though you're a Detroit Lions fan, you still come and support.
Thank you for your support, Don.
Thank you for your support, Don. Hopefully you can give me a super chat.
Eric, I appreciate Ron. Ron, thanks for coming in, my brother. You always welcome, bearing down with us, brother. Everybody. I hope we didn't miss anybody, but everybody.
All right, guys. Thank y'all for coming, man, and stay tuned for more.
Hank 3000. I just lost to this bum.
Yeah, go ahead.
In the fantasy league, I'm in ESPN. That's all right. I'll see you again, brother. They gave me a funeral. You don't want to know what that is.
Anyway, guys, I'd like to thank y'all for coming, and like how we always end it, I think Optimus got it. Claws up.
Claws up.
Bear
down.
All right, y'all. Peace.
That's why I'm trying to make a better way. Whole new crib in a better place. Get my people out the hood, we'll see better days. Tell a fan sorry, y'all let them wait. Shit up there like a Saturday.